So, y'all wasn't gonna tell me that y'all couldn't hear me, huh? Or did you only hear me a little bit? I mean, on the shutdown bill now, urgent. Yeah, pretty much. They done fucked up. I heard about that shit. That damn shutdown one, they done did some stupid shit. But anyways, look at this. Democrats want Lauren Boebert to pay for this derogatory statement about Al Green following his Trump speech protest. What about Jasmine? What about the fucking eyelashes? And this one's a dumbass. She's a freaky dumbass. And come to find out, none of these motherfuckers have the credentials they supposed to have in, this fucking position. I can't find a job, and I'm very much fucking qualified. But these bitches, all you gotta be is pale. The fuck? And have no curl pattern. So Boebert is and I don't understand how y'all keep voting for this dumbass, because she is proven she is dumb as rocks. Boebert is a consecutive representative for Colorado known for her history of offensive behavior. She has previously engaged in heckling on the House floor and nobody kicked her ass out, notably alongside the albino baboon. You know who the hell I'm talking about. That bitch too, she should have been kicked out a long time. They both should have been censored at least 15 times. At least 15. Bobo criticized Representative Al Green's actions during Trump's Congress address, referring to his behavior as abhorrent. She accused Green of shaking a pimp cane. You so ignorant. You so fucking ignorant. And that's very true. That is so very fucking true. You so ignorant, bitch. I want somebody to kick you in your twat. Okay, I'm gonna use my mama's word. Somebody need to kick you straight in your nasty, corroded green twat, and that's how I feel. Pimps. That's not a pimp, you ignorant ass bastard. Just because he got a hair pattern like yours, don't make him less. Which many interpreted as racially charged and derogatory. Representative Chrissy Holalhan, a Democrat from Pennsylvania, condemned Boebert's comments as racist. I ain't saying her name again, but she said she introduced a motion to censor Boebert, stating her intentions to hold members accountable for conduct. Did you also fuck around and fuck with Mr. Green too? I think you did. During a subsequent appearance, Bobo reaffirmed her comments about Green, stating that she had observed him with his cane in various settings. She questioned whether that other lady's reactions implied that only black individuals could be associated with pimp behavior. My question is, why would you associate pimps with him? He's obviously educated and knows what the hell he's talking about. Suggesting that her comments were misconstrued. No, bitch, you trying to turn it around in your corner. Don't play with me. Bobo's behavior is not as isolated, as Representative Albino Baboon has also faced criticism and a previous motion for censure after heckling Biden. Despite calls for accountability, past motions to censure members have often failed to pass because they got the complexion for the protection, and we all fucking know that shit. Y'all dirty ass bastards. These people are not qualified. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and yet you still support them because they have the complexion for the protection. But guess what? I got something right behind you for it. And this one right here, I'm gonna have to play this song again. So let's look at this one. Hold on, give me a second here. Oh hell no, I'm missing something. Where is it? Where'd she go? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, check this shit out right here. Woo. This shit is ignorant too. Hairstylist charged after dragging teenage client on floor over pay issue. That's a damn child, you ignorant ass motherfucker. And you are a little bit over a child, so you're no longer like covered. Jayla Cunningham, a hairstylist in Maryland, is charged with second-degree assault. The incident was captured on video and involves dragging 15-year-old client across the salon floor. You ignorant bitch. The teenage client allegedly attempted to leave without paying for her appointment. You ignorant too. But still, you didn't deserve that. Cunningham is seen in the video dragging the client by her hood and throwing her to the floor. At least she didn't drag her by the hair. She confronted the client about her obligations to pay, stating, "Sit right here until somebody sends it." Cunningham expressed frustration, mentioning that the teen tried to run and implied that she was trying to prevent a loss of income. Girl, lock your door while you do the hair and have a phone on site. That's what you do. The teenage client's mother explained that her daughter mistakenly sent the payment to the wrong account and was working to resolve the issue. Cunningham claimed she acted out of concern that the client would leave without paying for the service. Girl, you should have sat your ass down and worked on that phone far away from that door. Cunningham is scheduled for her first court appearance on April 18th. The teen's family has hired an attorney, I might know that woman's Thompson, to represent them, emphasizing that the situation involved a minor and was a result of a simple mistake. Thompson highlighted the inappropriateness of the stylist's actions, which she was wrong for, calling attention to the fact that the client is someone's child being mistreated. I want to know how the hell a 19-year-old is able to have their own company without somebody co-signing or something, because she's still a child too, and technically she's still developing. But that was some ignorant shit. The incident was drawn significant media attention, raising concerns about the treatment of clients in service industries. The black information. Well, I already said that, but yeah, I personally feel like, where the hell is your mama? I know you are able to take care of yourself, but you need somebody there to at least calm your ass down. You can't do that, even if you in Maryland. Motherfuckers will come in and they're more ignorant and will turn around and whoop your ass. So I'm saying some of these kids are big as hell. You fuck around with the wrong one and they whoop your ass and that's caught on camera. Then what? Now you out of money and your ass ain't got nothing. I don't know what to tell you. But that is what it is. Now let's check this shit out, because this is what we really need to know about. Let me get that up there. Okay, there we go. And I need to get that bigger because I don't like how small that is. I need a zoom. Give me a zoom. Let me see here now if I got hotkeys. Yeah, there we go. All right, check this one out. Well, actually, I think I'm gonna just do my commercial real quick again, and y'all check it out, because this one I'm excited about and I can't wait. So, like I said, check it out. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little say that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. All right, so hold on. All right, so there's been these talks about this party, that party. We got an independent party. Well, what about this party? Is the Working Families Party an alternative to Democrats? I would join it if they're doing the right shit. This leader says voters don't have to choose. So let's see here now. The Working Family Party, or WFP, definition, the WFP is not just a third party. It aims to reshape political power from the ground up through grassroots efforts. Focus the party recruits every day individuals such as education, union organizers, and public defenders to run for office, particularly at a local level. You cannot run if you've had any fucking casinos and bankrupt them. If your ass is bankrupted, I don't think you really need to be running for this office. Endorsements. The WRFP has endorsed prominent Democrats like Jasmine Crockett, Summer Lee, and Tish James, demonstrating its commitment to supporting progressive candidates. I really don't like when they name them. Those are candidates. Fusion voting in states like New York, Connecticut. Fusion voting allows voters to support Democrat candidates under the WFP line, ensuring their votes reflect a progressive agenda. I think I might switch to these people. Let's see here now. Spoiler effect, Mitchell argues that the WFP is not rather it helps to amplify progressive voices within the Democratic Party. So they're still part of Democrats. The WFP has successfully removed Republicans from power and replaced them with its candidates, showcasing its effectiveness in local governance. Feeling taken for granted, many black voters feel the Democratic Party does not adequately represent their needs, prompting interest in alternative political movements. Nuanced approach, Mitchell encourages a strategy of building power both within and outside the Democratic Party rather than representing the WFP as a complete alternative. The word progressive is overused and damn near non-void. Exactly. Midterm elections as of 2026 and 2028 elections approach. Mitchell emphasizes the importance of choosing candidates aligned with workers' interests over corporate influence. Community engagement, he highlights the need for individuals to find and organize organizations that resonate with their values, encouraging active participation in political movements. And honestly, that is what we need more of. Staying in that vein, we about to hear from our favorite girl, Jasmine. So check this out, and I'll be back with the next story, which is not fucked up, but it's still messed up in its own way.
Right after the election, especially black women, black men also, but they were like, you know what? We told you guys to vote for Kamala, you didn't, and now you're gonna want us to boycott with you, you're gonna want us to protest with you. We're gonna sit back for 4 years and do our own thing. Is it smart for us to just sit back, or should we engage? What do you think?
I think that this is an opportunity for us to focus in on spending our money within our own communities. So I do believe that black people should participate when it's time to boycott spending money at certain stores because they have specifically targeted people of color, which includes us, right? They have decided that they had diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, that they were going to cut them out. Well, guess what? You must not like my diverse dollars either. So I know how to spend them somewhere else, and we know that the number one consumer in this country is black folk. So I think this is an opportunity. I was just asking my team because, I do have people say, well, we use Amazon. How do we get around Amazon? And I said, well, you know what? I have a Blamazon that I use at the office, right? So the service that I use in our official office is actually like a black Amazon.
Really?
And so I was like, you know what? I need to call up them people and I need to talk about what expansion looks like because this is an opportunity of growth. Because of course, what is our alternative? So I'll say that we need to look at this as an opportunity and recognize that resilience runs through our veins. And so we need to do that. Now, as it relates to helping out our allies, listen, I'm going to say it like this. I'm going to say that we need our allies to show us that they're going to have our backs going forward before we can say, oh yeah, we're jumping in head first, right? Because I do think that a lot of us were hurt because we felt like it was racism and sexism. Because how do you vote for the 34 count felon over the woman that used to lock up people like him? Like, how do you do that? Like, what are your excuses? And even if you were on our side, because let me tell you, Latino women, they actually did pretty decent numbers themselves, right?
I think so did Jewish women.
And Jewish women.
Yeah.
I think, though, what we're looking for is for them to be willing to talk to those that weren't on our side, right? Like, when it came down to their potentially needing to be a conversation with black men, well, guess what? Barack Obama was the one who took that up, right? He wasn't trying, and people felt the way about how the former president handled that situation or whatever, but he took that upon himself, right? So what we need to know is that we've got those brown allies that will go out and talk to other brown folk and say, listen, we have our civil rights because of the civil rights movement that was led by black folk. Like, we need
and I am hearing that. I'm hearing that on social media a lot.
I think that is what we need to see in order to get a lot of people that say, listen, I was fighting harder for you and your people than you were fighting. Because the reality is that they weren't ever going to send us back. You can't send stolen goods back. So where you going to, there is no return to sender for us.
Right.
Right? So when we were going out and we were trying to get Kamala, and we wanted real immigration reform, comprehensive reform that streamlined the process of determining who really had a valid claim to asylum and who didn't, who really may harm us and get them out quickly, or who wants to come here and truly contribute to this capitalist society that we live in. And there's a lot of people that want to do the latter. The vast majority of people are literally coming here because this is supposed to be the land of the free and the land of opportunity. And we're finding out that maybe that ain't who we are anymore.
All right. Before I continue, this is the next story, but I was listening to her. There are several pages, but one that I just found looking for a black Amazon is called Naspora. Sorry, Naspora. And I want y'all to see it before I move on. I think I'm gonna do a list. And for those older people that are not really tech savvy, I actually do have a video of how to send people pictures and stuff. I made it for my mom. I was going to redo it, but I think I should just send it because otherwise I'll never redo it. Anyways, this website right here is called Naspora. So far, they sell books, health and wellness, clothing and accessories, bath and beauty, home living, games, entertainment, children's food, and beverage. Okay, that's Naspora, black owned. That is one of the pages. I will continue that search, looking into that. I am already bookmarking this and moving on to the next thing I need to do. So this next story is back on this. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been natural, as I've said before, for over 20 years. And it is not easy, especially because I started before it became a thing. And the Crown Act definitely does me a few favors. So let's talk about it. So the Crown Act stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. Its purpose is to ban hair discrimination at the federal level. The act focuses on protecting individuals with natural hairstyles, including curly and kinky hair and various protective styles. No problem, girl. It's one S. NASPA. Or, let me check again. I'm pretty sure it was one S. Because I don't want you to go to, yeah, it's one S. I don't want you to go to the wrong one. So let's see here now. In 2022, the House of Representatives passed the Crown Act, but it was stalled in the Senate. The act has now been reintroduced by Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman. Representative Coleman has garnered bipartisan support for the Crown Act, including from Republican Senator Susan Collins. I don't know who she looks like, but whatever. Watson Coleman highlights the negative stereotypes and discrimination faced by individuals based on their hairstyle in professional and educational settings. Democratic Representative Maxwell Frost publicly supports the reintroduction of the act, stating that the natural hair should not lead to discrimination. Man, fuck you and your whole concept on us having to look all the same. If I want to wear my natural hair, which God gave me, I should be allowed to. As long as I actually take care of the shit and don't come in there with hair that hasn't been washed or even tended to in months, you nasty bastards. Watson Coleman points out that discrimination based on hair affects individuals in various scenarios, including job interviews, school attendance, promotions, and professional representation. She argues that hairstyles associated with African and African American culture are expressions of identity and should not be viewed negatively. Now, if I'm sitting my ass up there looking like I got a palm tree on my head, which I have seen people do, as teachers, and I'm like, yeah, that's not the best, then yeah, let's talk about it. But if my hair is like under a fucking height range and it's clean and it's done well and there's no strange smell coming off it, shut the fuck up and leave me alone. Let's see here now. The Crown Act seeks to affirm the dignity and self-expression of individuals who wear natural hairstyles. The act propositions itself as a measure to combat prejudice and linked to their hair texture and style, promoting inclusivity and respect for cultural identity. I don't know how long that's gonna work with the assholes in charge, but gosh darn it, that tells you right now, it took that fucking long and it still didn't get passed all the way. I thought it had been passed by now, but now that I'm learning this, great, thank you. I think I really wish I had bought an extra drink. Fuck. All right, y'all. But anyways, let's check this one out. It's a sweet story, and maybe it'll calm us the hell down, because I'm telling you right now. Oh. So here go the flower moment. How okay, let me get my angry face off. Okay, so how North Carolina second grader saved his friend's life on the playground. We got to get some good news. Shit. So Jason Branch, age 9, playing basketball with his friend Danye Moore, age 7. Danye began to struggle to breathe while eating a granola bar during the game. Jay, I'm gonna just call him Jay, recognized the emergency and took immediate action by performing the Heimlich maneuver. This is a second grader, y'all. Second graders are usually about 8 years old, 7 years old. Oh, Lord. It's brave little baby. The Heimlich maneuver is a first aid technique used to help someone who is choking. It involves administering abdominal thrust to clear the airway. Jay learned the technique from a YouTube video illustrating a modern approach to learning life-saving skills. I told you, black folks be always learning. Even when you think we fucking around, we learning. Danye's mother, Aja Moore, expressed gratitude for Jay's quick thinking and actions. Initially, she did not fully understand the severity of the situation, but was thankful that Jay was able to help. Girl, you almost lost your child. Riley's Oak Charter Elementary celebrated Jay's bravery with a special event. Eric Johnson, the school's executive director, praised Jay as a hero and emphasized the school's teachings on acting in emergencies. The incident highlighted the importance of being prepared and knowledgeable about first aid techniques among students. Yes, he was. How brave and very intelligent. That little boy we need more of. Good grief. There you go. So proof that we are still winning. You